Good day, everyone. This is Jerry from Rhapsody Tours. Over the last couple of years, I've had the opportunity to spend a lot of time in Germany, traveling around and experiencing Deutschland the way Germans do. I took the trains, ate a ridiculous amount of baked goods and Wurst, sausage, went to German soccer games, and am attempting to learn the language. I'm trying to experience what Germany is really like. One thing I have determined is that Germans are tremendous. There are over 82 million persons living in Germany, and that for a land about the size of Montana in the States, or 1/3 the size of Ontario in Canada. Even though there are so many people living in Germany, the Germans have succeeded in keeping almost 1/3 of the country covered with forest and woodlands. You rarely see buildings on top of the mountains, and you have the feeling of being surrounded by green vegetation and wilderness, which makes Germany one of the most beautiful countries in Europe. If you ask a typical North American about Germany or Germans, they will tell you they run around drinking excessive amounts of beer, wearing lederhosen, and at least half of all Germans have Nazi tendencies. As far as the Second World War, to think a large amount of the population have 1930s National Socialist tendencies could not be further from the truth. Most Germans know it as part of their history, but are not proud of what happened and are disgusted by the Nazi actions. Okay, one stereotype that you might be shocked to hear is true, is that Germans drink beer. A lot of beer. In reality, drinking beer out of 1-liter mugs known as ein Maßbier and wearing lederhosen is a tradition that comes from Bavaria in the south of Germany. The world's largest fair is Oktoberfest in Munich, Bavaria, which begins in September. Who say Germans don't have a sense of humor? And it's known for its large beer tents where almost 7 million liters of beer is consumed every feast. Bavaria is also known for the oldest brewery of Germany still in operation. The Zwei brewery was founded in 1040 by the Benedictine monks in Freising. It is possibly the oldest known still operating brewery in the world. Germany is the cheapest place in Europe to buy beer, but it is also the most difficult in which to make a choice. There are over 1,500 different brands and types of beer in this country. Another favorite beverage in Germany is Schnapps. It is clear, colorless, and has a light fruit flavor. It is distilled from fermented fruit and is bottled with no added sugar, and normally contains about 40% alcohol, which is around 80 proof. The main kinds of fruit used for the German Schnapps are apples, pears, plums, and cherries. The language can be interesting and feel difficult, which is strange, since English is derived from some German roots. A few things you will notice is that there is no W sound as in English. Instead, W sounds like a V, and the V is pronounced as if it were an F. For example, a BMW is actually called BMW, and a Volkswagen is Volkswagen. I have noticed that modern English is sneaking into everyday dialogue, so if you listen closely, you sometimes can get the gist of a conversation. Mail is still delivered here on Saturdays. Germans love paprika, and not just the spice, but the vegetable as well. We know it as peppers, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, but in Germany, paprika are peppers. Even though they have one of the best public transportation systems in the world, a lot of Germans own a car. They love cars. Just think about the famous brands that have come from this country: BMWs, Porsche, and Mercedes-Benz. And there are still a few places on the Autobahn where you can drive at crazy breakneck speeds. But be careful. Times have changed, and many sections today do have speed limits. There are hundreds of castles in Germany. Some are still inhabited by aristocratic families. Others have been transformed into hotels or restaurants, and others are in ruins. All have their own particular charm. You would have to try one kind of German bread per day for almost a year in order to be able to taste them all. There are over 300 different types of breads in Germany, and they all love their black bread. If you talk to anybody who has immigrated from Germany to another country, most cases they'll tell you one of the things they really do miss is their black bread. When answering the phone, Germans do not say hi or hello. They first say their surname. There are more football fan clubs in Germany than anywhere else in the world. And by football, I mean soccer. An unfinished apartment or house in Germany means exactly that. There is no furniture of any kind, including kitchen cabinets, bedroom closets, and light fixtures. So when choosing a rental place, make sure you ask what is included. You might end up having to pay during the first month 2 to 3 months rental, a security deposit, plus pay for a fridge, an oven, a stove, kitchen cabinets, and light fixtures. At the end of a rental contract, the renters have the rare possibility of selling their cabinets or closets to the owner or to the next renters, or taking them with them, or as a lot of them do, throw them away. You might need a loan from your bank or a great uncle to cover these costs. Germans, like most Scandinavians, do not sleep between 2 sheets. They like to sleep on individual single mattresses with 1 sheet beneath and a duvet directly on top of each of them. And their pillows are not rectangular. They are like big, fluffy, square pillows. When I first arrived in Germany, I was unsure what to expect, only having the stereotypical information to base my expectations. But I came with my eyes wide open, and it did not take me long to discover Germany was amazing. Not only are Germans some of the funniest and warmest people I've ever met, it is a country of remarkable scenery, extraordinary culture, and an incredible history going back thousands of years. Germany is definitely worth a spot on your bucket list. If you would like more travel ideas or information about Germany, subscribe to the podcast and visit us at www.rhapsodytours.net. That's RHAPSODY tours.net. And you can reach us at Facebook at the Explore Germany page or on Twitter at Rhapsody Tours. If you have any comments, we'd love to see them. Well, that's it for today. Next week, we're going to take a look at German spas. Until then, have a wonderful day. The Traveling Kilt podcasts are a division of RhapsodyTours.net.